I'm Dr. Raza Saeed. I'm an assistant professor of law at Warwick Law School, University of Warwick. And like many other colleagues in the law school, the overall ethos that guides my work is law in context. So let's try and approach this issue a bit differently. One thing that I'll ask you to consider is, what do you see in this painting? So when I ask this question in a face-to-face interaction, students normally say that they spot buildings from different eras: Greek, Roman, Egyptian architecture, Gothic buildings brought together. Some keen-eyed students are also able to pick up that there's a figure of a person sitting close to us, observing this whole setting. But there are a couple of other intriguing things that I want you to consider as well. How these buildings would have looked like in their societal setting. Let's continue with this example. Do you recognize the building in this photograph? Students normally say that they spot the Parthenon. I ask them, where do you think it's located? And the answer invariably is Greece. Now, that is true to a certain extent, that this building is the Parthenon, but it's not in Greece. This is located in Nashville, Tennessee in the United States. The real Parthenon looks something like this. Why does the real Parthenon look like this? Is because it shows the thousands of years of its history. It shows the ravages of time. It shows the effects of invading and conquering armies, of its purpose and repurposing, how society has used it, how it has cherished it, how it has destroyed it. The real Parthenon as a structure shows how it's part of the society and how it has progressed in the last thousands of years. The reason why we've asked you to consider this is because the lawyer's dream is not much different from this. What law in context says is that sometimes to understand law better, to be a better lawyer, to be a better legal scholar, you have to look at law as to how it operates in society and how society operates on law. What are the philosophical and conceptual issues that underpin law? What are the historical and political events that foreground the emergence of certain legal traditions and legal instruments? Without understanding law in its wider societal, political, economic, philosophical context, we are not able to understand the purpose behind the law, its weaknesses, its shortcomings, its possibilities, its advantages, the power dynamics behind it, and also how must we understand and then try to make it even better.